Welcome back, everyone. I think I found a pretty good chain of islands. So the way that I'm looking at it is, I think this should count as one set. This little bit should count as another. These is another, and then this. And then who knows how far these two extend. So I think I'm going to do all these outside ones first. Then figure out which one of these two I want to hit. Because I'm pretty sure this is all one continent connected. But yeah, let's go ahead and hit all these outside ones first. I did mark this so we can go back for the pottery stuff. Also, I'd like to point out that I wasted a lot of materials because for some reason I made multiple pit kilns when I could have just mixed most of them all into one. Don't know what I was thinking there. I think I was just trying to rush to get it all set up so that way I can spend as less time there if I had to. So once those are done, we will go back for them, though. I could probably do that off camera. Or maybe do it on camera. Not sure yet. Don't think there's going to be really anything on these islands, but the little small ones. Nothing but grass. And that one I can already see is pretty much nothing but grass. So we'll go check out these ones. Might chop down a tree or two. And I think I probably should start a pit kiln for a storage vessel and upgrade this to a storage vessel. It is only 4 more slots, but 4 more slots is way more than this. So it's one of those, it's an upgrade that might not seem that good in a non-Nomad play, but we're probably definitely going to upgrade for that. Let's check out the small one first. And there's some more clay right there. Oh, come on. More parsnips that not fully grown. Yeah, probably not going to really find any vegetables that are fully grown besides a few handfuls. Okay, this one's got nothing. Maybe we'll get some berries. That island I think I want to save a little bit because of all the trees. So if we can find other things, I might wait on that one. Until I know that I'm in a spot where I can harvest a lot of the wood. Because I'm pretty sure most of that's going to be pine or birch. And if we can save that until we get the other stuff for building a proper ship, I might do that. Even if that means I might have to go further away to find an island, I might sacrifice that and go a little further out just to save all those trees. Okay, just trying to get almost back to a stack. And we'll try to make our way up to this one. Might have to get on top of this one and bridge over. And I don't fully expect to explore all this today. Just as much as I can get done with the daylight that I have. Can't reach that yet. There we go. Okay, berry bush, flowering. Gravel. Flowers that I'm not going to do anything with. Sandstone. Go ahead and hit this tree. Probably should have got most of the sticks before I chopped it down. But we should be fine for a few more days with sticks. Okay, that's that island. Yeah, I'll have to settle down there and then make my way up. I think underwater. That's a pretty cool chasm. Oh, and I set the breathing to be normal. Unlike my other playthrough where I set it up to... Well, I had one playthrough that I accidentally set it to the highest, which I believe is an hour. And then my other ocean playthrough, I have it set to that just so I can build underwater if I need to, and it's not such a pain having to resurface every so often. But I didn't really see that much of a need to do that in this playthrough. And I kind of wish I wouldn't have discovered this. Just because I can't come back for that. Really don't need to jump in the water. End up putting out my torch, like always. Just trying to preserve the dirt that I have. Yeah, I need to find some fat so that I can get oil lantern. Well, at least I can collect the surface copper. Flint. So up there, be a little more surface copper since we found one little bit of it. Just more flowers. Flowers, plant, and a little bit of copper. Yep. But it would have been nice if I had the pickaxe, because then I could have just dug through that. But it also doesn't help that I don't have a hammer yet either. So that'll have to be next on the list. Pickaxe, hammer, then probably a prospecting pick. Okay, let's go ahead and let's put a mark in the middle of here. No, it's gotta be red. Signifying that we've done these. Now we got the rest of these. Gotta select more. And if anyone's wondering why I put W there, it's just usually what key my fingers closest to for the WASD, so I just hit a letter so that way I can mark it. Quicker than typing something out if I'm just marking something that I don't need to know what the mark is. Yeah, nothing there. Technically, I could still go back to those until tomorrow, but the only thing that is there is just that little bit of copper that I doubt I'll have a pickaxe by then, and dirt and grass. Okay, we got anything here? We got some ore right here. Some more lead ore. Like that clay I could go back for, but I have enough to start right now. Okay, anything up here? Nope. I don't know if I have enough to build a bridge across. But we'll go ahead and try. Almost there. And if you've noticed on the thumbnail, I've added no permanent building. Basically, that just means like I'm not building housing or any type of structures other than maybe like carving into already existing structures or setting up just a tiny little dirt hut to keep safe at night and then moving on. Like, I'm not gonna do any sort of structure beyond just something to get me through the night, and that's it. And this whole big island for nothing but grass and dirt. Which one expires first? We'll throw these down here. Might have to start cooking up some of these cattails. Nothing down here. Okay, where did I park my boat? I think it's over here. That'd be something that would be nice to add in the future, is waypoints to wherever your vessels are at. Because I know you can do own creatures, so it'd be nice to see them expand that to vessels as well. I can already see that there's nothing on this little patch of dirt. And I'm gonna say there's probably nothing for me up here. And it doesn't look like there's an easy way up there. No, go this way. Yeah, there could be something on the very top, but I'm not gonna waste putting the effort to get up there. So technically, I guess I could save this for later, but I really doubt there's any use in going up there. On to this one, or these ones. That might be some blue clay right there. blue clay. Which I think I might as well get some. I need a few of these mushrooms first. Don't know if I really have a need for blue and red, and I have a little bit of fire clay. I know with the fire clay I could build like a stove, which that you can just set up, use, and move with you. Oh. Forgetting about the I'll get up there. About the cave-in system. Yeah, I can make a clay oven. Just take that with me. If I'm cooking bread. But without me farming, I don't know how likely I'm gonna have just rye and all that just lying around. Get out there. There you go. I'll just try to go with the full stack if we can. If anything, this just gives me more clay to use. I think I'll just get these last two and then call it for the clay. Be nice if you can swim faster than these currents. Okay, let's move on a little bit over here. Okay, let's see what we got up here. And it's not getting that late yet. Nice. Let's see some berries. Nice, quite a bit of them too. Now the goal is to not die to get them. Oh, and I don't think I'm collecting any one of them. I'm gonna throw these down here. Gotta go back to make sure we even collected them, because I'm pretty sure that one piece of sand. Okay, that one. Okay, that should be all those. Not seeing another one. We got a little. I was thinking it was a little cave system, but nope. Okay, let's get a little more dirt so that way I can build the bridge across. Should be enough to get across. There we go. Then we'll hit these berries. But I think I'll go up this way first. think there's anything this way. Nope. That doesn't have anything. Don't know about these two. Okay, I think all that's left on this one is just the berries. Oh, and those are a different type. Goodbye, Pete. I still got a full stack. And I'm pretty sure Pete will be something that will come by a little more often. Or I'd like to think so. And nothing on this one. Okay, they'll leave. Yeah, this is the last of these islands. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this much jumping, because it just eats into my hunger. Got some vegetables there, or rye or whatever, but doesn't look like it's anywhere near full grown. Oh, don't need a pendant. Okay, so those are gone. Yeah, I think this should all count as one. This is all going to be one. This might also be part of this, along with these. Don't really want to touch this land yet, so I don't have the time for right now to explore it all, because it is getting kind of late. Don't want to be out there in the dark. So I think it might be time to go check on the pit kilns. Once I find where I parked the damn boat again. I think it's just over here. Around the corner. Yep. Right over here. Yeah, we'll go through here, reveal a lot more of this, get these pit kilns, and then when we start exploring these bigger islands, I think I'm going to do the pit kiln for the storage vessel. So that way I can upgrade this with 4 more slots. And then this one I want to save for when we have more rope and cloth, if we can. So that way I can upgrade to the boat. But that's something that's probably going to take a lot more than just that one island. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what all we reveal here. Because this might go even further down, or I guess not. Probably goes out a little bit more and then goes off. I could also technically count this as one, this is another one, but I think it's a little too close, and I'm pretty sure, just like the rest of these, the most I'm gonna find is just grass. This doesn't look like there might be a tree here. And a lot of it just looks like mostly flowers. This one's got some more trees on it though. A little bit of land right here. Yeah, this is one of those that I explored all of this, and then I went down here, and then down here and seen this little tiny piece. So I'm like, hopefully there's a little bit more, and then this whole thing had just been sitting here when I was exploring all of this. And at any time I was heading this way, I could have just kept going. But I was like, no, there's nothing there, I'll head back. That island's got some trees on it too. Go ahead and skim by it and see what it's got. Because I'd consider this one far enough away to be its own set of islands. I think that's a maple. I'm gonna have to go through here and see how much of this I have to make rope, so that I can see how much I'm gonna need for the boat. That's my biggest project that I'm gonna have after getting more food situated. It's getting my permanent movable home. The only other issue with this is most of this is probably going to count as forested. So wolves are going to end up spawning here pretty soon. Okay, we'll have to think about hitting that one. Don't know if there's going to be daylight when I go back to this island. But I'll cut the rest of the rowing out. Hopefully there'll be enough daylight so you guys can see me getting the stuff. Which reminds me that I got no inventory space to pick it up, because there's one bowl, one pot, a hammer mold or pickaxe mold, and the crucible. So we're gonna lose the dirt. What else we got? 6 we got. We're gonna lose the fire starter. Throw this sand in here. Throw that up here. So there's 3 spots. Too bad I can't stack the wood together. Trying to figure out the last thing I want to get rid of. Might honestly just get rid of the wood. Could also toss the limestone. I'll figure it out by the time I get there. It's a little dark, but you guys should be able to see. I figured the most common sense thing was just eat the 10 berries. I still have food for now, so it's not going to hurt that much. Now I just got to remember where I placed these things, because of course I didn't put the marker where the actual things were. But luckily I did it along the coastline. So it shouldn't be too hard to find them. I think they're over here on this side. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to upgrade this. Because I'm going to have at least a crucible and oh, that's chicken. Thought that was like a drifter or something. I'm going to have a crucible and a pickaxe mold that might just be sitting in my inventory for a while. Yeah, I could have literally just combined all three of these into the same thing. No, don't jump. God damn it. Okay, well, it's going to be dark for a while now. Probably could make another thing. Give me a second. Set it down. Give me the knife. Sorry, I know you guys can't see anything. Okay, so those have to go here. One stick. Nope, got that reversed. There we go. So now I got the knife. Now we can move on. Oh, nice. You can see a little fish. I just want to make sure I didn't. Yep, got all the molds. Okay, well, we can mark this island as red and consider it dead to us. I'll head over and park in front of those other islands until the daytime, and we will continue on exploring. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.